Welcome to another video. Yet again, do have two very nice plays that could easily have a very nice parabolic type move. In this video, I have a cybersecurity penny stock with a historic upcoming profitable merger that is currently pending that could be announced any day now. Guys, if you are enjoying this content, drop a quick like for me on this video. It does really help me out, but we have something very big that has just happened as revenue has jumped from $726,000 all the way to over $3.4 million just in the last quarter alone, and net income has went from losing $2 million to only losing $78,000 in the last quarter, almost breaking even. You can see on this chart right here, we have been making lower highs for a very long time, but we are testing this downtrend break and we are getting catalysts pretty much every single day. This is a company that puts out PRs, pretty much multiple PRs every single week. So we are gaining a lot of momentum, and this is a play you have to see. First thought we want to talk about is ticker ASNS, currently trading at $1.72. Looking at their latest financials that came out, you can see they went from basically losing $2 million. Keep in mind, you always add 3 zeros to these numbers, but they only did $726,000 in revenue for the first quarter of 2024. This saw a massive increase for the second quarter of 2024 that just recently came out, as they did over $3.4 million in revenue and only lost $78,000, almost breaking even. And something else to realize, we have a merger of a profitable company that is growing very aggressively. We have yet to see any update, so this is still pending, and we could see an update at any time now. On May 23rd, 2024, they announced the signing of a binding term sheet to acquire between 61% to 75% of the issued and outstanding shares of Quality Industrial Corporation, ticker QIND. So ticker QIND, their operating business reported $11 million in revenue for 2023 and just under $2 million in net income. And they're actually projecting substantial growth for 2024, as the first quarter of 2024, QIND's revenue numbers were approximately $3.1 million, and their net income was approximately just under $800,000. So margins and revenue are actually improving for the start of 2024 compared to 2023. So this is a very big catalyst that could be announced. We could get information with this depending if that deal is still going through. Something very huge right here is QIND currently services nearly 40,000 customers across the UAE, with 7 operating facilities and a fleet of dozens of vehicles and approximately 100 employees. So, this is a very big deal right here that will bring profitability as well as enhanced revenue numbers to ticker ASNS, as well as basically boosting their entire reach and their capabilities. So a very big merger as a catalyst with ASNS. And something you have to realize about ASNS is pretty much every single day, it looks like, or very often, they are securing government, military, and other contracts worldwide. You can just look at their news headlines and it is massive. So that's another reason, even without this merger, this one can see a big run. So looking at the chart right now is gaining some momentum. Like I said, if we do break this trend line, we do hold over it, we should see a push to this $2.10 level. Just under that, might have a little stop at this $2 psychological level, but this could be the next big wall right here at $2.10 if we do push all the way up here. And I do think this one can see some momentum if we can break out of this trend line. So that's something to watch with the chart, at least on the daily chart with ticker ASNS. You can actually go and look at their news headlines, but they actually have one that just came out just 3 days ago. So Actilist just receives a new significant order for major U.S. Department of Aerial Transportation Agency. This was announced back on September 9th, just a few days ago. They have 300 different customers, 30 plus global patents, more ongoing new applications, so more patents pending. The global IoT market, the market they're in, is expected to hit $1.8 trillion in 2028, growing 24.5% every single year. The smart city market is valued at $700 billion predicted by 2028 with a 30% annual growth rate, more than a $35 million value of their IoT previously installed base in over 30 different countries. Like I said, they do have a global footprint. Just looking at some customers that already trust Actelis's solutions, their smart campus looks like it is deployed at Stanford University, a well-known university right there. A massive government, military, and police contracts with the Japanese Army, Belgian police, the United States Air Force, the Navy, and much more. You can see the smart city division of their sector has massive deployments, as well as their smart transportation sector and their smart grid technology. Like I said, a global footprint, a wide variety of customers, over 300 different customers. Like I said, they're in multiple industries, including intelligent traffic systems, anticipate and fast reaction to incidents citywide in the smart rail sector, transforming existing rail communications infrastructure, developing smart cities for, business friendly connected cities and communities, military oversight, awareness, security, fast response for military facilities, as they have, pretty much secured multiple, government and military contracts in the utility sector, secured responsive energy, oil, gas, and water communication networks, IoT enabled sites and campuses, unlocking connectivity hidden in airport, factory, hospital, and campus networks. I'm going to show you a short clip explaining some of the stuff they do.
Digital modernization is moving fast, and the number of IoT devices being deployed is exploding exponentially. Fast, reliable, and secure connectivity is critical to ensuring that this modernization can happen. However, getting that connectivity can be a challenge for several reasons: high cost, long project delays, and hard-to-reach locations requiring boring, trenching, and permits. There has to be a better solution. It's time to meet Actelis. Actelis is a global supplier to city, state, and federal governments, major international airports, military bases, large telco operators, major utility companies, and large rail operators. Our solutions are present in over 300 cities across 40 countries. Over the past 20 years, we've gained a tremendous amount of experience in cyber-hardened, rapid networking solutions for all IoT devices.
Actelis Networks engages in developing and marketing access broadband equipment for copper and fiber networks in North America, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and the Asia Pacific. Now, something that really, stood out to me is this PR they had back on June 24th, 2024, as Actelis expands global footprint with orders across Japan, India, and Poland. Now, as far as I know, they are based out of California, and in this PR, basically they confirmed they received new orders to provide a cyber-hardened hybrid fiber networking solution for international airports based in India, Japan, and Poland. Now, considering they're based in California and they were able to secure these contracts in India, Japan, and Poland, just shows that their, technology must be superior, especially as they do have, basically all these different countries that do want to use their technology. So with ticker ASNS, multiple catalysts, you can just basically go in their news section, like I said earlier in the video, look at all their PRs that they are busting out, these new contracts they are putting out every, very often. I'm not going to go into that. You can just go read the PRs for yourself, but a tiny $10 million market cap, 6 million outstanding shares. Now, I believe this can increase by 1 to 2 million with some warrants that, can be exercised at this price, depending on, they did exercise some as the OS went from 3 million to 6 million shares, I believe. And a lot of those warrants were exercised. They do still have a few more, I believe, that could basically increase this. With everything coming, they are still extremely undervalued. So they have that very small float, can move when a lot of volume comes in. Looking at their balance sheet, they do have $3.2 million in cash in the bank, $8.3 million in assets compared to $7.2 million in total liabilities. This has actually went down. They actually decreased their debt from the previous quarter, which was actually very nice to see. Now, considering they are almost profitable, do have a $10 million market cap, almost profitable, and it looks like if they keep their margins up, they could be profitable next quarter, because basically they almost broke even. With all these new contracts, revenue is expected to increase, especially if they get that merger with QIND, as they will then own an 80% stake in the company, or 60 to 75% of the company, and get that, a big percentage of their revenue numbers as well. So sitting at a $10 million valuation or just under that, I am watching Tesla really closely because I do have calls here. Just going to talk about that real briefly. That 234 level, a very big double top that we got rejected off every time, could be another triple top. So me having calls, I have to really consider if I want to sell when we do test this level, because we could see a hard rejection, and my calls are up a substantial amount. Am up a lot in these, even though they do have a far out expiration. We do have a very big catalyst coming in exactly 1 month with a robotaxi event with Tesla. So a very big decision. Might have to unload some of these here and hold the rest. If we do get rejected, I'll be watching this area very closely with Tesla, but we did, break out of this wedge right here, and that was pretty bullish and basically got rejected. That's a very key level. That's, just under $235. And I don't know why I'm talking about that, but just something I'm doing. But looking at ticker ASNS, is currently trading at $1.70 with 8 minutes left until the market closes, is $3.52 as of right now. Let me know what you think about this ticker, any other plays you're watching. And people have been asking me to talk about Hyrule Corporation. Now, something I want to tell you guys, with every OTC play, I've been, trading these for many years. And I'll tell you right now, every single one of these stocks that has had a massive pump, these PRs that seem way good to be true, they, 99% of them come all the way up and drop all the way back down. They, go up and back, are purely pump and dump plays. So with my opinions, I got in this one at 0.001. It ran all the way to 0.004, just over that. So I got out of that during the initial run up and haven't really been paying attention. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not in this play and I wouldn't chase it. And I got in because I just saw the, hype around it and, thought I could make a tremendous amount of money. Now, one thing to note is they cannot dilute shares until this authorized share count raises. So whatever deals they have going on, they did say they didn't want to they said they had no plans of dilution. They can't really dilute until they get shareholder approval to increase the authorized share count. I believe that is a big process. Actually takes some time, 30 to 60 plus days once they approve it, before they can even increase this or dilute new shares. So that's something to look at with Hyrule. Do have some updates coming. Did have a lot of updates on Twitter, but this video is getting way too long. I might do another update on it. Just is trading at 0.0026, is dropping today. I don't have much of an opinion on this play right now, but I will go farther, might go into it. Let me know if you want me to do a bigger update on it, but that's all I have for the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about these plays, and I will see you on the next video.